Joining me for more on this is Lukman Otunuga, a senior research analyst at FXTM. Lukman, even after this historic deal, there are still concerns that, it's not enough to push prices back up. Why is that?
Thank you for having me here today, Juliana. Yes, so OPEC have done three things. So firstly, OPEC acted too slowly. Secondly, they made the wrong move. And finally, they actually disappointed market expectations. If you look in the first quarter of 2020, oil prices were actually one of the biggest casualties of the coronavirus outbreak, declining over 65%. The cartel could have had an emergency meeting to stem the climb before things got out of control. But to make things worse, there was an aggressive price war between OPEC and Russia, which sent prices to levels not seen in 17 years. Now, last week, we saw that historic production cut, but markets were actually expecting roughly 20 million barrels a day, not the 10 million barrels a day they agreed on. So when you add all these three things together, this is why oil prices are trading where they're trading today.
It's interesting. We don't usually hear a success story unless it's about him on Twitter. US President Donald Trump, he was quick to take to Twitter, hailing the success of the deal. But of course, America aren't a part of OPEC. And so what are they going to get out of this?
Well, in a perfect world, the production cut deal would have resulted in oil prices trading higher, OPEC and Russia losing market share, which would have been good for US shale. But we don't live in a perfect world. So even though Trump was hailing the success of the deal, in the end, the United States is going to be hit because as of today, oil prices are trading at levels not seen in 18 years. And with how prices are right now, the United States will be forced to actually cut production because for US shale to be profitable, oil needs to be around $40. So they're actually trading where oil is trading right now. Oil rigs are being closed. And if this continues, we can see roughly 240,000 oil jobs being lost. And this is something that will be reflected in the US economy.
Wow, pretty serious, isn't it? Got to ask you lastly, Lukman, generally, just how this story, which, if we wasn't living in this COVID-19 pandemic that we're living in, it would dominate. It hasn't. But is it really serious? Because, of course, we know that most of the world is in lockdown. Airplanes are not flying. The demand for oil just isn't what it was. Will it ever get back to that place?
As things stand up now, if nothing changes, oil weakness could remain a dominant market theme. And we just need to look at the IMF. The IMF made a very gloomy prediction yesterday that the global economy could experience a contraction of 3%, something not seen since the 1930s. So this is almost a century ago. Like anything, as long as demand is missing from the equation, as long as we have global lockdowns, the largest energy consumers in the world are facing headwinds. Where oil trades is going to be below $40. So I think this is going to be a major theme we look for in Q2. If we do have a situation, though, where the pandemic fades away or there's a cure to the coronavirus, this could be the light at the end of the tunnel for oil, which should push prices higher. Until then, get ready for lower oil in Q2.